Charlotte Flair, a deep dive into her most difficult moments. Welcome to another edition of the show. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Hey Wrestling Juice fans, welcome back to the channel where we serve you the freshest takes and deepest dives into the world of professional wrestling. Today, we're turning the spotlight onto one of the most dominant and polarizing figures in WWE history, Charlotte Flair. The Queen, as she's known, has undoubtedly carved a legendary path for herself, boasting an impressive list of accolades and consistently delivering show-stealing performances. However, her journey to the top hasn't been without its challenges. In this video, we're going to delve into some of the most difficult moments of Charlotte Flair's career, exploring the obstacles she's faced and how she's overcome them to solidify her place as a true icon in the wrestling industry. Being the daughter of the legendary Nature Boy, Ric Flair comes with immense pressure. From the moment she stepped into the wrestling world, Charlotte faced the daunting task of living up to her father's iconic legacy. The comparisons were inevitable, and the expectations were sky-high. The burden of expectation. Charlotte had to constantly prove herself, not just as a wrestler, but as someone worthy of carrying the Flair name. This pressure could have easily crushed her, but instead, she used it as fuel to forge her own unique identity. Finding her own voice. While paying homage to her father's legacy, Charlotte worked tirelessly to develop her own character, style, and in-ring persona. She didn't want to be just a female version of Ric Flair, she wanted to be Charlotte Flair, a force to be reckoned with in her own right. Charlotte's rise coincided with the women's evolution in WWE, a period of significant change and growth for women's wrestling. While this presented incredible opportunities, it also brought its own set of challenges. High stakes and scrutiny. As one of the flag bearers of the women's evolution, Charlotte was constantly under scrutiny. Every match, every promo, and every storyline was analyzed and debated by fans and critics alike. Maintaining consistency. With the increased focus on women's wrestling, the bar was set incredibly high. Charlotte had to consistently deliver top-tier performances to meet the expectations of the fans and the company. Throughout her career, Charlotte has been involved in several controversial storylines that drew criticism from some fans. The romantic angle with her father. One of the most controversial storylines involved a romantic angle between Charlotte and her father, Ric Flair. This storyline was met with widespread disapproval due to its uncomfortable and inappropriate nature. The on-screen rivalry with Becky Lynch. The real-life tension between Charlotte and Becky Lynch, which blurred the lines between fiction and reality, created a complex and sometimes uncomfortable dynamic for both performers. Like any athlete, Charlotte has had to deal with her fair share of injuries and personal struggles. Overcoming physical setbacks. Injuries are an unfortunate part of professional wrestling. Charlotte has had to overcome various physical setbacks throughout her career, requiring time off and rehabilitation. Balancing personal life and career. Balancing the demanding schedule of a WWE superstar with personal life and relationships can be incredibly challenging. Charlotte has had to navigate these challenges while maintaining her position at the top of the wrestling world. Due to her lineage and consistent push within WWE, some fans have labeled Charlotte as the chosen one, suggesting that her success is solely due to her connections and not her own merit. Debunking the myth. While her lineage undoubtedly opened doors for her, Charlotte has consistently proven her worth through her incredible work ethic, in-ring skills, and dedication to the business. Earning respect. Charlotte has worked tirelessly to earn the respect of her peers and the fans, silencing her critics with her undeniable talent and accomplishments. Despite the challenges and obstacles she's faced, Charlotte Flair has emerged as one of the most successful and influential women in professional wrestling history. She has not only lived up to her family's legacy but has also created her own, inspiring countless fans around the world. What do you think of Charlotte Flair's journey? What are some of your favorite moments from her career? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more wrestling content. Charlotte Flair, a queen forged in fire, examining her most difficult moments, a deep dive. What's up, Wrestling Juice crew? Welcome back to the channel where we dissect the world of professional wrestling with a fine-tooth comb. Today, we're focusing on the Queen, Charlotte Flair, a dominant force who has consistently redefined women's wrestling. While her path has been paved with championships and accolades, it hasn't been without its trials. This video dives deep into the most challenging moments of Charlotte Flair's career, showcasing the resilience and determination that have cemented her legendary status. 1. The weight of the crown. Living up to the Flair legacy. Being a Flair comes with an immense burden of expectation. Charlotte didn't just enter the wrestling business, she inherited a legacy. This presented a unique set of challenges. The shadow of the Nature Boy, **** comparisons to her father, Ric Flair, were inevitable. Fans and critics alike scrutinized her every move, looking for echoes of the Nature Boy. This constant comparison could have stifled her growth, but instead, it fueled her drive to create her own identity. Finding her own voice. Example: early NXT days. In her early NXT days, Charlotte's character was still developing. While she showcased athleticism, she hadn't fully embraced the Queen persona. This period was crucial as she experimented and eventually found the character that resonated with her and the audience. Early matches against Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Becky Lynch, while showcasing her potential, also highlighted the need for a more defined character, something she would soon develop. Example: post-Divas Revolution, establishing herself. After the Divas Revolution on the main roster, Charlotte had to differentiate herself from the other talented women brought up from NXT. She did this by leaning into the Flair persona, but making it her own. This was evident in her matches against Sasha Banks for the Women's Championship, which were not just about the title, but about establishing Charlotte as a top-tier star. Riding the wave. Navigating the women's evolution and its pressures. The women's evolution brought unprecedented opportunities, but also intense pressure. The pressure to deliver. Example: WrestleMania 32 Triple Threat. The Triple Threat match at WrestleMania 32 against Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch for the newly unveiled Women's Championship was a pivotal moment. The pressure was immense, not just for Charlotte, but for all three women, as they were tasked with delivering a performance that would validate the women's evolution on the grandest stage of them all. The match, while critically acclaimed, also highlighted the pressure to perform under such a spotlight. Maintaining consistency at the top. Example: multiple championship reigns. Charlotte's numerous championship reigns, while impressive, also put her under constant pressure to remain at the top of her game. Each reign brought new challengers and new expectations. This consistency required immense dedication and constant reinvention of her character and in-ring style. Example: Hell in a Cell vs. Sasha Banks. The first ever women's Hell in a Cell match between Charlotte and Sasha Banks was a landmark moment. It wasn't just about the match itself, but about proving that women could deliver the same level of intensity and brutality as their male counterparts. This match put immense pressure on both women to perform in a physically demanding and historically significant environment. Some storylines drew criticism, creating difficult situations for Charlotte. The romantic angle with Ric Flair. Example: early main roster run. The storyline involving a romantic angle between Charlotte and her father, Ric Flair, was widely criticized for its uncomfortable